I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Oh, sit right back and a tale of your best podcast. You'll sit right there and watch us talk about this movie. Yeah, that's all I got. Sorry.
It's pretty good. It's better. I mean, I didn't come
It's
with
better
the
than
song.
trying to do like the copyrighted version
Yeah.
and having causing you all kinds of problems.
I mean, I didn't write a song. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't write one.
Ever since we announced this, it's just been do for like a week, man.
3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
With Gilligan.
No, we got to stop now. Stop.
Sorry.
Stop. You were even the one that said it. You started it off with...
I had a 10-second window.
Doesn't mean
before the algorithm bots come for me.
Doesn't mean you need to try to push it as close to that window as
you know me, man.
Feasibly do.
I gotta tease the robots.
Yeah. So obviously we were doing Gilligan's Island.
Yes,
but
not the show.
Well, but not.
It's a TV movie. Just based on the show that came out 15 years later.
But it still started with a theme song.
It did. That's a little weird.
So is it just a really long episode of the show 14 years later? First fact.
Ah, okay. That was close.
Well, no. The movie is 15 years story-wise.
Yeah.
In real
life, it's 14?
14 years.
Oh, okay.
From when, it's 14 years from when the show ended to when this came out. But in the movie world, it's 15 years since they crashed.
Nice to keep it, at least reasonably accurate there.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do it that close, why not just? Did they
say 14 years?
Did they fake out a 15-year anniversary show?
Maybe.
Right, a year early.
Yeah, nobody's gonna check, right?
They were like, "Look, let's just go ahead and call it the 15-year anniversary."
That's what I would do. More people are gonna watch, right?
Well, but here's the deal, though. When you think about it from television, right? It was 15 years because you go by the season, which is at the it's like a school year. It's at the end of the
that's true.
So it would have been 15 years from when that show aired its final season.
So nobody's really lying.
They're just
technically
they're stretching tiny pieces.
Talk to my lawyer. He'll explain it to you.
But yeah, so this is don't let the title fool you. I would hardly say anybody. So certainly nobody was rescued from Gilligan's Island. That's not where they were.
Yeah, no, that's true. They were in the middle of the ocean.
So automatically, we got no rescue from Gilligan's Island.
Worst movie ever. Lied to me 10 minutes in.
I also kept mistakenly thought. However, I
mistakenly was thought making.
Thank you. That it was Return to, which seems silly since they never left, but when you actually watch the movie, still seems like it could have been the title.
Yeah, because they end up back on the island at the end.
No spoilers for the 50-year-old movie.
Yeah, that's right.
But yes, they do indeed end up back on Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, they end up back home. Yes. I'm with Gilligan.
So it was not Return to, although it also could have been, but it was certainly never Rescue from. Return to at least would have been truthful.
Yeah, it would have been true
to what happened in the movie.
Nobody showed up to the island to get them. They had to. The island was going to sink.
Yeah,
Atlantis style.
At best, they should have called it Escape from Gilligan's Island.
There you go.
And this was after Planet of the Apes, right?
Right, Escape from Planet of the Apes. That would have been a tie-in. That would have been great. Could have had at the end, it's not really their island. It's like a monkey. It's like a monkey island, and they're intelligent. That would have been funny as fuck.
That would have been more Gilligan's Island.
Yes, it would have.
Okay. We're getting way too into this. First off, what are we drinking, Bo?
We're drinking Gilligan's Red Ale.
It's an Irish red ale.
Pale ale. Or red ale.
Is it red or pale? Now you got me wondering.
My eyes are bad, bro.
It's red. It's an Irish style red ale.
I forgot that was open.
It's all right, sir. We're live. People now know. Things happen.
Oopsie, Gilligan.
And the skipper, too.
I pulled a Gilligan with my Gilligan's red. God damn it.
It's okay. I've definitely lost more than you doing silly things.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's all right.
Funnily enough, hey, we have still yet to hit any of the equipment.
Well,
I am surprised about.
One time. Remember my space bar was sticky for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
But outside of a sticky space bar, we've had no major issues with the equipment. And I would say that since many of you at home probably have a sticky space bar without that, you're like sodas and what.
Yeah.
The fact that this is amongst drunken men conversing about movies, we're doing pretty good.
Dude, we're doing great that any of our shit still works, right?
Thank you.
Been 3 years. We should have broke something by now, right?
All right, back to what we were saying before we lost some of the beer. Yes, we were Gilligan's Red Ale. We saw it. We couldn't help but do a Gilligan movie, Bo. So I did look it up, and there are 3 Gilligan's movies. This is the first one.
Oh, nice. We usually don't do that.
I know. And I told you that that's what we were doing here, and you were like, we should go ahead and just do the first one. I'm now firmly believing we should have done one of the other two. Yeah,
no, I want to do the one where they like rebuild a plane. That sounds way better. Yeah. Not that this one's bad.
And we'll get into it. Let's go ahead and get to our director. We'll get through the behind the scenes pretty quick this time.
Yeah.
Because this is old enough where there are very few projects that matter to me and you, and since they don't matter to me and you, I'm not real worried about telling the people at home about most of them, because that's usually what we're trying to do here. We're usually trying to be like, that's a cool project, and if you don't know it, go check it out.
Your dad's favorite director of TV, sorry.
That's that's 100%.
What it would be. It'd be like from the 50s and shit.
50s and the 60s, although he did do stuff all the way up to the 80s. So our director is Leslie Martinson. He's a working director. Again, like all of these people are working TV, movie directors, writers, actors.
They have a niche style, and they're like, I can get it. Let's go. Give me that check.
And so, yes, Leslie Martinson did, like I said, 50s all the way to the 80s. So just to give a rundown of some of the cool things that I saw, he did do the Adam West Batman show.
Nice.
He was the director of the also made for TV, or was that one a legit movie? I don't even know. Batman 66.
Can't get rid of
Batman
a bomb.
movie. Yeah. The shark repellent. Those are the ones. Those are the ones you always
remember.
Yes, that Batman movie. But he was the director of that. Either way, whether it was TV or he actually got one off the.
All right, so immediate legendary status.
Oh,
then.
Dude, wait, we got more. He also did the Green Hornet TV show.
Oh, cool.
Super dope. Dude, I was like, shut up. I love that. That's awesome.
Or they had to slow Bruce Lee down.
He got to work with Bruce Lee. Early so Bruce Lee. How dope is that? I mean, that's super cool. But he also did The Brady Bunch and a bunch of other Sherwin Schwartz projects, and that will make more sense in just a moment. We'll circle back. But he also did, in the 80s, to give you that full rundown here, Airwolf.
Oh, with the helicopter.
Yes.
I like that show. That was a cool show.
And Small Wonder, the one with
I don't know if I watched that one.
It's a girl who was like 9 or 10, and she was a robot.
I've seen clips of that.
That was Small Wonder. So he did 80s. He did some 80s. He did some 80s.
80s.
You know, Small Wonder is very 80s.
So is
TV.
So is Airwolf.
It really is.
Airwolf is like Knight Rider, but helicopter.
Because everybody has access to a helicopter,
right?
That's so state of the art that we're not doing Airwolf right now. I'm sorry. Let me.
We'll save that. We'll do that and the video game. We'll get a 2 and 1 out of it.
So let's move to our writers. I already said. So we'll go back to the Schwartz of it all.
Let the Schwartz be with you.
Well, and this is the one to do it. So Sherwood Schwartz, for the people at home who don't already know who that is, if you watch Nick at Night, you know who that is.
Yeah, you've seen something that they've done.
He was a legendary guy. He made, again, the Brady Bunch. He did this. He did, I don't know, like Gunsmoke, not that one, but, you know, he's been around TV for something. He's been around TV
forever. The
Rifleman. No, there's no way. That's totally. It couldn't have been
too cool. Not cool enough. He's not cool enough for the rifleman.
Oh, definitely not. I don't think so. But so Sherman Schwartz is a legend for writing and creating these TV shows from the 50s, 60s, 70s. And wrote again a lot for them. It's not like modern creators like create a show and generally bounce, right? And there's like a writing team. Unless
here's the napkin I wrote an idea on. All right, now I'll wait. Just send the check here. Let me know.
That's J.J. Abrams and Lost is famously in our other island. I promised everybody at home I would talk about. That one is 100% one of those cases where he was a guy that pitched an idea, helped craft it with another guy,
maybe gathered the team together and then bounced.
Yeah, he was like, "All right,
work on Star Trek again.
I hope you guys know where you want to take this because I'm not going to be here." And so, this was not that. This is like Sherwin wrote for the shows that he created.
Yeah.
He also happened to bring in his brothers, who are also part of this. This is why I said this is all about the Schwartz for a minute here. So he also has two other brothers, one older, one younger, Elroy and Al. Don't ask me who's older. I didn't pay attention.
Elroy. Yes.
I'm telling you.
Elroy Schwartz.
Well, they were all born in the teens/20s in Passaic, New Jersey. I only know that because I have a friend from Passaic, so I was ecstatic when I saw it because I was like, I've been there. I know that place. I didn't know that's where the Schwartz.
Oh, the bakery on 3rd Street. Yeah, I've been there.
Apparently, that's where the Schwartzes ate. I guess I don't know. But so yeah, they worked on most of his projects. Obviously,
I mean, you gotta get your brother's work, I guess.
He also, though, we have one other writer, and that is David P. Harmon. David P. Harmon also wrote for a bunch of these other projects.
That name's I feel like I've read that name on a screen.
Wait for it. So again, I'm starting with the connected. He also worked on Sherwood Schwartz projects, just like the director and the brothers Schwartz.
The brothers Schwartz.
But he also was a writer for Star Trek, the original series. Star Trek, the animated series.
That's probably why.
Perry Mason, Starsky and Hutch. Again, he wrote a bunch of crazy, cool TV shows, or episodes of.
Yeah, he wasn't like this.
He wasn't Sherwood.
This is my show.
Well, he wasn't
writing every episode.
He wasn't Sherwood. He wasn't the creator.
Yeah,
he's just a writer. But that's it. That's our rundown. I told you guys behind the scenes was gonna be quick this time.
Hey, cool.
Cast will be fast too, because again, much like the writers and everybody here are mainly known for projects before most of our lifetimes. All of the actors that I'm about to tell you, with the exception of one in the main cast, are people that once they became these characters, only played these characters forever, so in perpetuity.
These are the people that we get the word typecast from, right? Because they just never stop being this character.
But the thing is, as we already know, the very first one we're going to talk about, he made quite a lifestyle for himself out of just doing that.
Up into the 80s, when he was like 80 something, right?
So Gilligan, Bob Denver, not John Denver, not related. Bob Denver. Everybody at home, make sure you get these straight and correct, because it is.
Have you ever seen the picture of Bob Denver with John Denver?
Yes, I have. It's very easy. It is one name slip up. It is.
It's easy to do.
Yes. So Bob Denver, mostly Gilligan, and I mean that. He had fewer things before, and so he had Gilligan, and then after he was Gilligan, he had Gilligan.
Yep.
And Gilligan and Gilligan and Gilligan and Gilligan and a guest spot as Gilligan.
He was on Baywatch, wasn't he?
Yes, as Gilligan. Do you know what the funniest part about this is, though? He did do a stint on Fantasy Island, not as Gilligan. The one show where you might expect him to be as Gilligan.
Well, who would he be on the island?
He was a bunch of random people.
Just a bunch of... he's just... insert who we need.
I think so. I mean, he certainly had more than one name, so I don't know. I don't know.
Well, good for him. He got to do other shit.
But he's mostly Gilligan, as we know from Back to the Beach.
Yep.
And The Skipper too.
Yeah, The Skipper too.
Although in that they aren't credited as the Skipper and Gilligan. Unlike a bunch, like in Baywatch, he's still credited as Gilligan.
Gilligan, yeah.
I do believe in Back to the Beach, it's just the bartender and the bartender's buddy, which is funny because the skipper calls him buddy, but he is called the bartender's buddy because he's not the bartender.
I wonder why they just couldn't get a copyright on that, or
there's no way because again they've done it 1,000 times.
I don't understand why they weren't.
They were both wearing the clothes.
Yeah, they're in costume.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't.
That was the skipper's last movie too.
Well, so we'll go ahead and get on to who that is. That's Alan Hale Jr. You also veteran TV actor. In tons of stuff. Again, we've already said Gunsmoke. He was in Gunsmoke. He was in a bunch of these other shows. I think he might have even been in the side project or the where they rebooted it, but it was on the wagon one. Dusty Trails.
Dusty Trails. He might have been was he on it with Bob Denver again? They just had him. Was he the hapless wagon train driver guy who got him lost?
Maybe. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of that, but I think so.
I need to watch this show. I only just now heard about it. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome.
But yeah, so Alan Hale Jr., again, just veteran, like so many crazy projects that he had done until The Skipper, which it basically, he still did other things, but it was definitely very spread out and randomly things.
Did he have like a brand of fish sticks for a fucking while?
I have no idea.
Like Skipper's fish fingers or something?
I have no idea. People at home, let me know. Let Bo know. Is he making this up? Is this real?
Yeah, it sounds real.
I'm not arguing that it doesn't sound like a thing. I mean, it's Orson Welles and the Peas. I mean, fans of The Critic out there know exactly what I'm talking about. It stinks. And now on to Thurston Howell the Third. No room for you to comment back for me.
Nope, go for it.
Jim Backus is Thurston Howell the Third, and now Jim Backus again. Veteran actor, 270 some roles. Still again, not beating our guy with the 300 something.
No, but close.
Yeah, he's way up there. But he also was a 80-year-old. He was during the era of there being 1,000 TV shows on for 3 networks. I don't understand. When you look back at the 50s and 60s, the names of so many TV shows, and you're like, they had 3 channels. How did they have so many shows on?
Because they just do 4 episodes and then cancel shit. This show was supposed to get another season, and they just was like, now we're gonna cancel it.
Yep. Gunsmoke.
Yeah, it was Gunsmoke. I think.
Gunsmoke.
Yeah,
Gunsmoke was the one that preempted it.
Couldn't have canceled something else.
And I promise. Well, I'm not gonna promise. I hope we're not bringing up Gunsmoke again because I feel like for Gilligan's
episode we're talking a lot about Gunsmoke.
Well, we're not talking about it, but we've certainly danced around it way more than we probably should. Hollywood is a small place, even in the 70s.
Yeah, it's even smaller, apparently.
I guess so. But Jim Backus, on top of just having his plethora of crazy mini TV shows, he also was in Rebel Without a Cause. He was also in Pete's Dragon. He's the mayor of the town in Pete's Dragon. It's one of my favorites. That's why I had to say it. And it's a mad world.
Oh, yeah, he is in that one, too.
Yes.
Doing the same voice.
So, we'll give it up for Jim Backus there.
Lovey.
Now, Lovey. Now, we'll talk about Lovey. Mrs. Howe. She has played Natalie Schaefer. Again, mainly older TV. She did not have a giant list of things after this, and she didn't play a lot of things before this. I want to say she had maybe the smallest IMDb out of everybody. Yeah. And the professor to Russell Johnson. He was in a lot of kitschy 50s sci-fi movies. So
I swear I've seen him on Mystery Science
Theater. It came from outer space.
Yeah, definitely a Mystery Science Theater episode.
And most of them are titles like that.
The day the brains ate my grandma.
Yes, thank you. Very much that kind of thing. So you can find Russell Johnson in several crazy old movies, but again, mostly that afterwards he was the professor, or shades of the professor, or you get it.
Yeah, you're the professor, but we're not going to say anything about the Gilligan of it.
So then we have Marianne.
Yeah.
Dawn Wells.
Everybody's favorite.
Should be.
Really should.
This movie should sell you.
Oh, yeah, it really should. I love Marianne.
I don't know exactly how old Dawn Wells was.
I don't know. She looks the
same. Yes, she is in, again, as we said, 1,000 Things. Certainly, you maybe have more of a chance of seeing her. She was guest starring in a lot of stuff in the 80s and 90s for random spots. Yes.
If you want to make Marianne's cream pie.
She was also in The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
Oh,
that we've talked about. Yes, dude.
Oh, fuck. I need to rewatch that now.
And now I bow. Yes. How cool is that?
Well, Halloween's coming. We might throw that in there.
Now, the last of our main cast, I left her for the last to talk about, Ginger, because this is not our Ginger.
Not my Ginger. I don't know who this bitch is.
She's certainly not Ginger, though.
She annoyed me. It was like she'd say her line and then go, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be like dumb," and then she'd go, "Eh."
And she was too. Okay, Ginger, yes, was always supposed to be like this sultry actress.
Yeah,
but she was also supposed to be someone who wasn't always aware that she was doing it. This bitch was always aware that she was putting it on.
Using it for
evil?
Her own gain. Yeah. Evil,
if you will. Because she was definitely kind of questionable with the way she would use her sexuality. She straight
out made out with Gilligan just to get some information out of it.
I like your way better than Mr. Howell's.
Your game's way better than his. Mum. I'm not your mum, dear. Sorry, that was my favorite one.
And I'm not your dad. But tell me what it is. So this one is Judith Baldwin. Tina Louise is the one that left. She felt like she was already typecast, but here's the thing. She felt that and she only did 4 seasons.
Yeah. What about the rest of us? It's like you should going to like the Star Trek convention. It's like, yeah, we're all fucking typecast. Get over it.
If you ask me, she messed up because Bob Denver
leaned into it
and made money
until he was an old man.
I'm sure he was having a blast when he'd get called on.
Especially when conventions started being a thing. Dude, can you imagine going and being like, meet Gilligan? Like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go meet Gilligan.
So that's when we had Judith Baldwin. Now she is not somebody who is well respected as this part. She played in 2 of the 3 movies.
Oh god, we gotta watch her again.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
But she's not in the 3rd one. But it's also
a different actor. They didn't get my Ginger back.
Nope. She never came back to the role. When she left, she left.
I don't want to be mad at her, but that makes me very upset with her.
But so Judith Baldwin though also in The Stepford Wives. The original.
Oh, the original one? I was like,
nothing.
Was she like one of the old ladies? And that was from the 90s.
She was one of the wives in the Stepford
Wives. Okay. Not seen the original.
She was also a Pretty Woman. Don't ask me who she was.
She was like, Pretty Woman. Good for her. But that was a nice paycheck.
So now we only have 2 other actors to even talk about because literally this is if they are people that you know.
Awesome.
Go off.
You're with us. You're one of our people.
But I definitely didn't recognize them, and I couldn't take the time to look up all the random parts to see if they were in cool projects from the 70s and 60s. Okay, moving on. We have Dmitri, one of our 2 Russian
spies. This is
the beginning of the revamped Cold War.
The new Cold War.
Right, yeah.
We thought it was over, but,
a bolder, crisper taste.
Yeah.
To this Cold War.
Kremlin 2 Electric Boogaloo.
And so this is like, you can tell too, because it's like, give it 5 years from when this came out and it's 1983, and we're going to be talking about it like, it's the Cold War. We gotta hate those Russians.
Oh yeah,
Russians.
Reagan's Cold War.
This is still they're goofy.
Oh, those goofy
Russians. Like we're still gonna thwart them, but they're just goofy guys.
They're not a serious threat yet,
right? It is quite the difference because we grew up in the era of like TV was so all about hatred, Cold War.
Every bad guy in a movie was a Russian dude.
Yes, and it was like they were
or a rogue Russian element,
yes.
ex-Russian spy.
Russia fell, and they're still trying to bring it back. You know, like that's what it was. And so yeah, it was kind of fun to see this lighthearted, like they're just some goofy dudes chasing you around, slapstick style.
Got to get that weird piece of metal that fell off of the satellite.
Yes, we'll get to that in just. We're almost done. We'll get right to that because that's one of my very first things I had to say was about that thing. So Dimitri is played by Vincent Schiavelli, Schiavelli, SCHIA.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Schiavelli,
but he's been all kinds of shit.
Ghost.
Yeah, he's the mentor ghost.
He's the other ghost, the main other ghost.
Yeah, the one that teaches Patrick Swayze.
We know the Sways.
You can move shit, right? That guy.
Yes.
Also, Jenny Calendar's creepy gypsy uncle from Buffy. Right?
Yes.
You must stop Angel from getting his soul. That guy.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. He's one of the tall people in the insane asylum. Again, he's a veteran actor. He's in a lot of things. Suffering, well, not. I don't want to say that. That's ableist. Is a person who has Marfan syndrome. He's not suffering. The guy's he did quite well.
Yeah,
for himself.
if that's suffering.
You understand.
I hate to see what thriving is.
I know you were about to be like, stop being politically correct, but it's not that I was trying to be politically correct. It's just that I feel like that's an insult to this guy, right? Like, I mean, he's not suffering. He did quite well for himself. We can't use that. Can't use that.
What movies have you been in? Shut the fuck up.
Right?
It's one of those.
So before we move away from Vincent, I do have one thing back to our Hollywood is small, and it connects to a recent episode. He was also in the movie Corpse Killer. You know, the one that was directed by the guy who directed Man's Best Friend.
Oh, yeah.
That we were like, that sounds like one we should know. That sounds like an
awesome movie.
Yeah. Yep. We can go see more of Vincent.
Yeah. We have to find Corpse Killer.
Or the 25th anniversary edition that I know came out because it's at the top of everybody's IMDb instead of being in the middle where it would be for the 70s.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Small
Makes
World.
sense.
Small World. I couldn't believe that we got back to that. Of all the things to get back to.
Yeah, go watch Star Man's Best Friend episode.
So last but certainly not least, because this was the most surprising one to me personally, and I'm sure to you. This is one of those I wish I could have seen your face. Because I'm sure it matched my face.
It's basically the Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Thing sitting there, I'm like, it's the Great Bambino.
It's the Great Bambino
from Sandlot.
So we have Ivan, played by Art LaFleur, who has been on the show more than one time, but yes,
several times. But he was in our very first episode.
Do you remember I think he's only been in 2. We maybe have mentioned him in other ones. I'm gonna give you a second.
Can you get a hint?
You want a hint?
Yeah, small one.
Pauly Shore.
I mean, that narrows it down, but we've done like most of his movies. Jury Duty. No, he son-in-law. No, damn.
In the army now. He is the military. He's the commander. Right. He's the guy he calls.
I forgot.
On the radio. Yes.
God damn it.
Also, though, as Bo said, we've talked about him a lot. He is also in A Field of Dreams because he looks exactly like a baseball player from that time period. Hence the Sandlot, Great Bambino. He's also the Tooth Fairy in Santa Claus 2, if you'd like to see the man in a pink leotard with a tutu.
And very grumpy. Still, yes. You still expect him to have like a big fat cigar or something. Just give me a teeth.
All right, Bo, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, that's our whole cast.
That's everybody.
So the beginning of this movie
is a real Gilligan's Island.
Is a real Gilligan's Island episode. Like, it's what it feels like. It's stupid. It's outlandish. We got the Russian satellite that crashes, and Gilligan finds the piece.
Okay, this is the part that we have to stop to talk about. The piece. When the piece first breaks off and it's in space, and therefore we have no point of reference for size, I thought it was going to be huge.
I thought it was going to be like a capsule with like something, like some big thing in it.
But on top of that, Then they show us it hit the water, and I thought it was going to be the size of a quarter.
Because it just makes a little bloop.
And then when Gilligan finally pulls it out, it is a pendant size. I was like, can we just make up our minds on what we want it to be?
Couldn't it? It shrank in space. It's a special material because they kept saying they didn't know what kind of alloy it was. In space, it expands into a giant thing, and then when it went through the atmosphere, it superheated and shrank down to the size of a quarter. The water cooled it, and that's its real size.
I'm at least good.
I figured it out.
I'm at least good with that. Like it makes more sense than anything I think the writers of this movie could have.
Feels like something the professor would have fucking came up with too.
Okay, if we're gonna start talking about the professor, can we at least admit that this is the dumbest version of the professor that I've ever seen? Like, so he called the thing he made with the
disc and
he barometer. Called it a barometer. Which is a real thing.
Yeah.
Not how this thing worked. No. Where it was just like, let me point at the different types of weather.
Storm.
And then he starts looking at it and he goes, see the way it spins? That means no.
No, the fuck it does
Shut your mouth.
And we made a barometer in like 7th grade. All you need is like a tube with like an S-shaped tube.
Listen.
And the pressure will push
He made a compass.
Up.
He made
that's a compass.
It was a thing he said was magnetic. He made a compass.
Good job.
A shitty compass. Unless, of course, this is the island from Lost. And that explains why it couldn't find magnetic north. Because it's got the Swan Station.
Yeah, that fucks with the magnetic field.
And there was indeed... The Russian place looked like the Swan Station.
Yeah.
Where they were.
Sure did.
They had
just blacked out.
The bulky computers, giant screen. I was just waiting for the hieroglyphs.
Right?
Oh, okay.
That would have been good.
Again, I'm not really going to make the whole episode.
Was the shack there? The one.
Did they have the Dharma van?
No, the food drop, right? Where Hurley's like hoarding all the food.
I know we were just making jokes, but that does bring me on to the next point. We've already mentioned this, but not how insane it is. 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years. It's a wild premise to believe that these guys in the 60s would have lived for four
on an island. Yeah.
But it's wilder because we know in those 4 years they kept almost getting saved. And then like shitty attitudes or whatever would happen and something would last second just not work out. But then we're going to assume for the last 11, just nothing of note has happened.
Just boring. Like we're just fishing, fixing things, And
if it's been 11 years.
And nobody... hooked up, had kids,
nobody upgraded the shacks. Like if you had 11 years, you're not gonna. They should have had real.
Nobody thought to build the raft huts 10 years ago.
We should have seen whole orchards of palm trees cut down to make legitimate wooden.
There's
houses.
Like literally like no actual trees left on the island.
These are the same huts. Like they're literally just redressing the same shitty bamboo sticks,
right?
With new leaves over and over again.
Fuck that. I would have learned to make like brick.
Also wearing the same clothes.
No way.
Looking phenomenal. The red,
because it's a 3-hour tour. There, except for like the Howells, who they're like, I can't go anywhere without my luggage.
So everybody else,
everybody else just has like the one fucking outfit that they should have.
I think
they should be in grass skirts.
I think in the show at one point, Ginger, somebody had like an actress's wardrobe washed ashore, and so she had a bunch of.
Oh, so she got extras.
Changes.
Did she share with Marianne?
Of course not, because the whole idea was we want to see Ginger in a bunch of tight dresses. I would. I
fuck you. The other way around. I want to see Marianne in the tight dresses.
Well, they just wanted to keep putting her in the ponytail and the tight high crop shirts. That's
true.
She had her.
We
place
could have
too.
glammed her up a couple episodes. Just go like, see, bitch, I can do it too.
I do believe there were other random things that happened for other people to get close, but usually it was an in-story way for them to get the exact same clothes again. So that way you wouldn't have to question why continuity-wise, they still have the same outfit.
Just a crate full of red shirts and the white little fucking hats float to the
skipper
shore.
gets a ton of skipper hats. Just, I mean...
It says U.S. Navy on the side of the box.
Why?
That's
so instead of getting food drops, they were getting clothing drops.
Clothes drops from DARPA. I don't know where these keep coming from, but they're great.
Now we just always look like the first day we got here.
I don't know, Skipper. I'm kind of tired of wearing white pants.
Now... What's funny, though, is I would say of everyone, the professor, his clothes look like maybe he's been there longer than... Like,
yeah.
His look almost tattered. Almost.
But almost like they're too big for him, too. Did you notice that? Like
But everybody else...
Did he shrink?
No, because there's no way it's the original clothing.
Right.
Why? What a weird personal choice to make.
He lied about his measurements. He didn't show up for costuming that day. He's just like, yeah, I did it here. And now he looks like he's wearing like a tent.
He said, I still wear the same size I did back then.
Yeah, right.
14 years later.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah. Again, we've been talking mainly about the beginning because, guys, we've been hiding the fact from you that the rest is...
Yeah, the last 45 minutes doesn't feel like a Gilligan's Island episode. The beginning does, because it's like, Gilligan has like a nightmare that the island's going to sink, and then he finds the thing, and it turns out that a storm's coming, and the island is actually going to sink. So what do? We tie all of the huts together and build a raft out of them, and the storm blows us off into the shipping lanes, and yay, we get rescued. Woo! But then the rest of the movie turns into just... we need everybody to sign this insurance paper.
It's Chicken Little.
And then...
It's Chicken
yeah,
Little.
The Skipper and Gilligan just kind of like have to go back to all their friends and be like, oh, you have a problem?
Let me fix your problem.
Which usually turns into Gilligan just kind of one-linering his way through fixing all of it.
That's my... Like, the problem here wasn't even just that we had all those vignettes of the stories, right? It's the fact that, like...
Everything gets
most
solved
of them
so
were
easily.
so quick.
Yeah.
The only one that wasn't quick is the one that should have been quick.
Marianne's?
And it shouldn't have been the last one.
No.
Marianne should have been first, and it should have been 2 minutes. Not 10 or more?
Yeah.
I don't even understand why that's what they did.
Literally should have just been her in her wedding dress crying. They come in, and she's like, well, I don't really want to do that. And Gilligan, one-liner a couple of times, or her fiance comes in there and fixes it. I don't know. No, we didn't need the 15-minute tractor chase.
It should have been the same outcome as the Ginger, where she said, I don't want to get married. So then the skipper just starts yelling about how he hates that guy and he's going to have talk to him. And then the guy just comes in and goes, I'm not getting married.
I don't want to get married. I've already been banging her best friend for the past 15 years because, I thought you were fucking dead.
The way that I thought the Ginger one wasn't actually over when they finished it because of that's how it was. Like, she had a shitty director who was trying to make her do basically porn, and she was like, I'm not comfortable. I don't want to do this.
I'm not doing the shower. All right, make it a bath. I'm not doing that either. All right, get her a piece of soap.
Yeah, dude, it was so wild. And so the solution...
Cover up one nipple.
The solution was just that the skipper hears this, and he just starts yelling about the guy, and the guy was listening out the door, and so then the guy comes in and is just like, I'm sorry, I would never make you do that.
Who told you I wanted you to do nudity like you did? She's like, I was joking.
I was just like, how is this the resolution? How is this shouldn't
he heard through the door how because Star Wars didn't have any boobies in it and it made fucking millions of dollars.
The way that was thrown in, I was like, so Gilligan's been back for 5 minutes and he's already been hitting up the movie theater.
Yeah, he immediately just hit the fucking theater, just marathoned it.
The rest of them are busy trying to catch up with figuring out who all these presidents the guy was mentioning are.
What's been happening in film.
That's
what I would have done. I'd be like, I don't give a shit who the president was.
I love the hit land moment, and the guy directly mentions the last president, and he even acted surprised that they didn't know. And I was like, Do you not know the people you're talking to?
15 years, man. Like, who?
Do you not know how long people are presidents for?
It was Johnson when they got fucking
I don't know
stranded.
I don't know if you don't understand why they shouldn't know. Like, sir, you're the problem. They are certainly not the problem.
My Watergate? Who? That was
that one.
That was my favorite one.
Well, because he kept saying people, and then he just goes,
and Jimmy Carter.
And that was before Watergate. That's how he framed it. Yeah. And so if you don't know, after he just mentioned 3 other presidents,
could definitely be a last name.
It could,
right?
There's nothing wrong with Lovey and her assumption.
It was Ginger.
I'm sorry.
Ginger said it.
Could have been any of them, though. You know what I'm saying. Although Ginger, I'm a little less forgiving of.
Yeah, it is because you're not my Ginger.
Yeah,
you're not
sorry.
You're not the right Ginger.
You're not ginger enough for Ginger, and I will actually stand by that.
That's right. You're not.
Her hair was undefined.
It just. Well, in the beginning of the movie, she has just like thump hair. It's not like the elegant movie star hair. It's just kind of, I don't know. It looked like her hair exploded. It's kind of bang,
dude. It stayed
better wet.
I was just gonna say it stayed wild looking until they finally got thrown through off the island.
Right.
Can we talk about that just a little bit? Why does a tsunami make everyone fall asleep?
I don't know. Lots of movies do that, right? It's like, oh, there was a storm, and it's like, oh, the storm's over. Oh, we survived.
It's not nearly as hysterical because usually it's like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, it's literally
and
everybody.
It's like,
even Gilligan, he's on the palm thing on the outside, just.
And they're all in a shack that's like tiny, and they do this like too. One wake up at a time thing, and it's like no, everybody would have woke up. Nobody would have fallen asleep.
Yeah, no,
they were tied. They were tied to random posts,
unconscious, knocked out, bleeding. That I believe, but just kind of taking a nice post nap. You never do this? You ever tie yourself to a post and just take a little nap?
Sleeping like the cone heads, standing upright. Yeah, they all do. They just wake
Mr.
up.
Howell wakes up first and just walks off the fucking thing. See, the beginning of this movie's great.
It is
the first good. 30, 40 minutes are awesome.
The last hour.
Hey, sign this paper. Oh, you got a problem? Oh, poor professor. Everybody's invented all of the things you've already thought of.
The worst part is that it's not even like it's like a... It doesn't feel like...
There's no challenge to it.
Yeah, they show up, they find out what it is, and it's not even like we get the typical Gilligan, like, goof his way through the moment.
Yeah, no, it's just he cracks a one-liner and that fixes everything somehow. And it's not like... Oh, it's not even like he breaks a bunch of shit like in the show, and it leads to magically somehow that was good and he fixes it.
If anything... The Russian guys get more.
Yeah, they get more of that slapstick shit
than he does. Which is why some of this felt very weird, right? So again, we know that this was the first of 3, and they were basically kind of back to back. The first 2 were back to back.
Yeah.
It was like this year and the next year, so 78, 79.
So this one had to have done good.
I don't know, because would you not think by the way some of this was written that they were trying to make a backdoor, like, do you think people will pick it up again type pilot?
Reboot the show with everybody.
Obviously it didn't do good enough. It never came back as a show.
Well, it aired in like a 2-part, right? Like I would have been totally fine. First part aired, I'm like, oh, this is great. But then part 2 would have aired and I'd have been like, what the fuck was that?
It'd be one of the few times I would hope that I only ever caught the first half.
Right.
Everybody'd tell me about the second half, and I'd be like, I keep never seeing it.
Yeah, no, they got rescued by the Coast Guard, and it was great, right? That's the end. They get the parade through the...
Credits roll on such a high moment.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, there's a part 2, and it sucks balls. I was like, well,
no, I'm going to stick with my...
I'm just going to ignore that.
I'm going to stick with my MASH ending, where they're...
where everything's great.
But yeah, dude, there was just... The second half did not only not feel like Gilligan's Island, because obviously they weren't on the island, and that's fine. I understand the dynamics going to be slightly different, especially they're not all together. It was an ensemble show.
Just trying to like be like, let's see how everybody deals with how civilization sucks, and we should all go back to the island, right? Like that's all the second half is.
Yeah, but they don't
do a good job of it, but that's what they're trying to do. I think
they don't even get there. Right? Like, that's the thing. Again, we've already said this. It's not news to you. They end up back on the island. So, again, we go through this whole mess. And the craziest part of getting back to the island, the Russians who were involved the whole movie, who you are convinced, like, Bo walked in knowing they were going to go back to the island, but I didn't tell them how they were going to go back to the island. You were convinced the Russians would have something
to do with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Nope. They get arrested.
Yeah, FBI shows up magically.
No.
On Christmas, so it's even better.
Yes. No, instead of that, what do we get? Everybody meets back together for a special Christmas
cruise or whatever.
The christening of
the Minnow 2.
And so it was like,
because we got all that damn insurance bullshit figured out.
Would you ever
no
get on a boat with those people?
As long as you kept it tied to that fucking dock, fine. The second you try to untie that knot, I'm off.
I don't know if I would even take those chances.
But they're all
with
like
that same group of people. Like,
all these people are out of their minds.
The Howells should have brought their butler, right? Like, maybe the one person makes the difference. You certainly should not have gambled.
It's Christmas. One of the presents from the house should have been some like, oh, I have a new satellite gimmick thing. Because remember we were talking satellites in the beginning of the movie, would have brought it all around, and the professor could have been like, well, that looks like your pendant, Gilligan. Something.
Look,
and then they could have had like a way to not have to can be lost again.
Can we also address the fact that, again, like, you just survived this crazy ordeal being stranded on an island? It's insane that the skipper wanted to get back to doing this in the first place.
Yeah.
But if you would tell me that, like, he wouldn't have a third of the cabin space full with every emergency possibility.
Yes.
He's gonna have backup radios. He's gonna have transmitters. He's gonna have flare guns. He's gonna have. Tell me it wouldn't be stocked to the gill.
He has carrier pigeons.
He's got a hidden compartment just full of all of the, again, nothing dangerous. Just things that could get him off of an island. Right? Just things that are maybe better than a coconut radio.
Right.
I love that got mentioned. He said, you guys know over the years I made us a lot of different things.
And the coconut radio and everything hasn't worked in years.
In a decade.
Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, it was made out of a coconut. It was a wonder it worked at all, man.
Let's not pretend like it was probably not real and you just heard things. You were hearing voices and you were telling everybody, there's someone on the other end of this radio.
Favorite professor moment. He invents the Frisbee. I think you should call it a Frisbee. Why is that? Because that's what it's called. God damn it. Again? Last week I invented the electric toothbrush.
So, as I'm sure people at home can probably tell, because me and Bo get like this anytime we find these special editions of movies to watch. We watched a special edition.
Yeah, it had trivia and shit.
It was like pop-up video. Really cool. For a movie. It's like having a cool DVD feature again in an era where DVD features don't exist.
Like that's starting to come back. There's the Harry Potter one you can do with like the wizarding facts and stuff.
And so this was very fun to have scrolling around the screen. And so we did get to learn a lot, as you can hear, because it's not just me throwing out trivia.
I was trying to throw
the
some
trivia
stuff in there. Ted Turner had the first season recolored, which is why it looks weird when you watch the first season.
It's also why you should watch the black and white. Did you see that part?
Yeah, because
where it followed up, it's got more
clarity,
detail.
Yeah. But you can't. But then, like in the next panel, it's
like
it's
almost
really
impossible
hard to find those. So if you can, hoard that shit.
So my favorite one of the trivia that I saw while it was going through, and again, this isn't like. It's not like a well-kept secret, but it's also not like put out there information.
Yeah.
Was the real name for the professor and the skipper?
Oh, yeah, I saw that where it's like everybody's actual real name.
Well, because, and Lovey was...
Yeah, Lovey's real name was something else. And
I didn't write hers down.
Gilligan's
Evelyn,
and the skipper,
I think, or something like that. And so well, Gilligan is his last name.
Yeah,
is
Willie
Gilligan.
Willie Gilly.
Willie Gilly?
William Gilligan.
William Gilligan. William again.
Fuck, I can't even repeat that. How'd you say that?
William again.
Can't do it.
Jonas Grumby. That is our skipper. Jonas
Captain Grumby.
Captain Jonas Grumby.
Oh, I'm gonna make a character. I'm gonna name him Captain Grumby.
Do it. And then the professor is Roy Hinckley. Yes, Hinckley.
I mean, he looks like a Roy, but Hinckley's... Wasn't that the guy who shot fucking Reagan or John Lennon? Shot somebody. Somebody named Hinckley shot somebody. But it wasn't the professor.
And it wasn't the professor. Those are the things we know to be true.
Exactly. Because I am not a crook.
Yeah, this show felt very weird in a few aspects with the time gap, other than just the fact that it's like the clothing, right?
Yeah.
One of them being the Howells and how it's been 15 years. They've lived with these people now and no servants and no money, or I guess money.
Well, they have money, but it's of no use.
You can't. What are you buying? Nobody cares. Can that money feed me? Can I eat it like cabbage? No.
No, don't tie me up. I can't get to my wallet. I can't reach my credit card. Oh.
This movie shows them both as the worst of the worst and actually decent people.
Yeah, all at the same fucking time.
Because when they are still on the island, they are still the worst of the worst. They are still talking about the skipper like he is their servant. Like he is.
Fucking, I can't believe he would be more interested in the crew than the passengers. I mean, really?
That's crazy.
Because he's like going to go save Gilligan or something.
That's crazy.
It's fucking Mrs. Howell's fault that Gilligan's not on the raft thing because she starts going on about her dog.
Everybody. That scene was insane. Every single person. Who is
that? Got me too, because I was sitting there going, I was like, I don't remember a dog on the
show. Ginger and Marianne are like, what?
What? No, lovey, we left the dog at home.
On the driveway, right? Like
on the driveway.
Isn't that what he said? Like
15 years ago,
watching
the dog is
drive away.
Dead.
Yeah, it is. No, the scene where she was excited to get home because she was like, someone needs to finally pay all the servants. I was just like, the way these people are so rich and so disconnected, because it's just like, bitch, you have a guy who does that. You either have people that guy decided can still take care of your house, or he fired them.
Yeah.
You guys never wrote paychecks out to your servants.
Your company is like self-running. Right? Like you're just collecting money.
Like the two of you did any of those things. A pen and a checkbook had never been in her hands.
No.
Right?
Go play with your blocks. 42nd Street, 43rd Street, 44th Street.
Which one would you like to go to today? Oh, man. Yes.
Speaking of the Howells.
Okay.
That is my thing this week.
That's good. I was about to say, I think we're at a point where
we're about to do that.
We got less to do.
My thing is, as bad as we just said they were and assholes and entitled rich fucking people, Mr. Howell's badass. That's my thing.
That's what I was getting at. That's exactly what I was. I'm glad you cut me off.
Because they had the dinner party with the rich snooty people, and Skipper and Gilligan show up, and
their Chicken Little moment.
Yeah, they are so happy to see them, and they go off to go sign the pay. Like, oh, you should have asked for money. I mean, I'm kind of glad you didn't, but you could have.
They gave it to him. Remember later on, he says to the Russians, like, "Oh, you wanted my stack of money that the house gave? I'll give."
What denominations of bills are you looking for?
Yes,
what's more comfortable with? But they left the intercom running in there, and their like snooty friends start talking mad shit about our boys here. And Mr. Howe's like, "Oh, not fucking have it," and goes and kicks them all out. Tells them why. He's like, "No, you were talking shit about my boys. Get the fuck out of here."
It's like looking at them like, again, for 15 years, you fucks didn't care. You fucks had the money to come find me,
right? And you didn't. And now I'm back. Yeah. You're looking for more money. Right? You're wanting a handout. these are my real friends. You get the hell out of my house.
They came here knowing that I could give them for free more money than this insurance write-off.
I could buy the skipper a fleet of minnows. Like, he just wants me to sign a paper because it's my problem, as he said.
All right, before we get... I agree. Everything about your thing is right. Before we get to mine, though, I do want to say this. I did think it was funny that in the thing, it was like, oh, the insurance wouldn't pay out because I need
prove that it wasn't my fault.
The second they started talking about it, I looked at my wife and I was just like, shouldn't it just be that the insurance policy lapsed because nobody was paying on it for 15 years? Isn't this one of those cases where, like, just 100% they don't get the money because they don't own an insurance policy?
You were declared legally dead. I don't owe you shit.
Right? Like, I don't feel like there's any way in any world where they actually were able to cash out any kind of insurance on that boat.
Maybe if you got yourself reinstated as legally alive, is that a thing? If they declare you dead and then you come back and you're not,
even then insurance requires payment. Like,
it's true. It's not haven't been paying into the
it's not
a
one-time payment. There's no like I just bought this. Like maybe in the 50s, but even by the 70s, it was like you paid forever in perpetuity.
Yeah, that's true.
For the possibility of needing that payout.
Yeah,
that's how they make their money.
That's a good point. Yeah, nobody's getting shit.
I was just like, I guess that would have been one of those, as we pointed out before, that would have been one of those, like, if we fix this, the movie's over.
Yeah,
like, that would have been the end, right? Like,
it should have been. We didn't need all the rest of the movie.
Thank you.
Could have just ended with them getting rescued and the parade. But Shane, what's yours? What's the thing about this movie?
My other thing, as we've already touched on, is just... This is not a fucking Gilligan's Island episode. It's not a Gilligan's... This is the least Gilligan's Island thing ever that has the cast of Gilligan's Island in it.
It's not
only the
enough.
Second half. Like it's,
but the beginning, it starts off that way.
It's 2/3. That's really the problem. It's because it's a 1/3 good. This is great. Then 2/3. This is not fucking Gilligan's Island. This is not Gilligan's Island. This is not what I want. I want a 3-hour tour that got screwed up. I want to see dumb, silly.
Not the Russians are getting hurt in a goofy fashion again.
Like that's the worst part. Like we could have even done that on land. They just didn't do. They didn't even try to give us Gilligan's Island.
We could have been on the island longer. It could have been like the Russians find the island to find a thing, and the reason they get rescued is because the U.S. Navy was tracking the Russians.
Well, again, like remember, no matter what, the key here was that they were going to end
back on the island.
Yeah. So we can't do.
That's true.
We can't do most of the movie on the island, and then have them saved at the end. We wanted to make sure the name is a lie, as we've already said.
Yeah.
And it was always a lie, and they always knew it was going to be a lie because you can't let these fuckers leave the island.
They have to be on the island.
Well, because even after this one,
even though he's the poor, actually real life, they actually see the trivia. There's like, the water that was filmed from the lagoon got like stagnant, and
nasty.
They like put a fish in it, and it died, and only then did the executives be like, all right, we'll change the water, I guess.
I guess you guys deserve at least that. We have you swimming it twice a week,
right? This is why I got a staph infection, you bastards.
But yeah, this is also, like I had said earlier, it's my the thing because this is just not Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, it's not Gilligan enough.
And it's why I said to you, and like I said,
we should have done the other ones.
We should have done one of the other ones because again,
should have done the most Gilligan one, which is clearly the Globetrotter.
Yeah,
one,
that's
right?
it's like a ghost. It's an astronaut. It's a weird thing hits the island.
I love the astronaut episode.
Now those ones again, those are once they have a resort and it's really weird, but they are all still on the island. It is still shenanigans.
They're just getting paid to be there.
They are just now part of.
So they all work for the house then, because he bought the island.
They're part of the Dharma Initiative at that point. To go back to our if you need the Lost analogy, they went from being the others,
to being
living in a shack out in the woods.
Now they're in the underground bunker complex thing,
or
right?
even the little town, right? Happy Town,
or whatever it's called. Yeah,
they're just in one of the two I mean, they went from being the dredges of the island.
I don't know. I died in the plane wreck. I didn't make it. I'm one of those people.
Well, that's the thing about this island. Nobody died in a boat ride.
Yeah, that's good.
Everybody survives.
Definitely want to be more on Gilligan's Island than Lost. My ass ain't surviving Lost.
All right, guys. This is gonna be a short one.
Yeah,
because again, we couldn't. Here's the thing. It's not even to try to say, oh, it was a TV movie. That's why it's a short one.
Yeah.
It is 100% on the fact that, as you've heard us say, 2/3 of this movie is trash.
Yeah.
Is trash.
But it's free to watch on the internet, so
even the
special trivia version. So have at it. It's still fun.
I would advise, like Bo said earlier, maybe stop after the Navy picks them up.
Yeah, after they get rescued.
After the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah, because that's cool. They got the boat.
It was awkward.
I like that the hut boat fucking actually floated, because that is like news footage.
It was awkward because they made it seem like everybody would know and care about these people.
It's been just national news. Every year there's a one of those like fluff pieces on like what became of the 3-hour tour.
And there's only like 6 of them, dude, right? I hate to keep going to the lost of it all. But there were hundreds. And it's part of the show. People stopped caring.
Yeah.
Within a year.
And that's what actually happens in real life.
Because life...
You got like 6 months.
It's shitty, but life goes on.
Yeah, you got like 6 months, and then it's like, oh, they didn't find them.
Unless you're Mary Ann's ex-boyfriend.
Did he, though?
No, he didn't. But that's my problem, because that's the shitty writing we got in this movie. And that's where we're going to stop.
They kept saying it. Like, oh, he waited 15 years. Like, yeah, but he didn't. He was banging her best friend the whole time.
The way everyone said it, even they would say it in the same breath with the fact that he didn't want to marry her. I'm like, then did he?
Right?
If he doesn't want to marry her right now, did he wait for her?
No.
Okay. Bad writing. We're done.
Yeah, bad 2/3 writing.
That's why
this is a C plus.
That's why this is a short episode, guys. Because I can't. This isn't even. It's not a bad movie. It's not one of those, right? It's not like I'm not telling you this is a bad movie.
It's not the Beaver.
It's not a good bad movie either, though.
No, it's just kind of started off good and then
fizzled.
Kind of stopped.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't drop off.
Meh.
It just kind of like
meh.
You know, like if we were starting at 100 and there's also negative on the scale, it literally just kind of like slow coasted to a 0 and rode that to the end.
It died. It just beep beep.
And then right at the last 30 seconds, they said, and they're back on the island. And I was like, I'm in. And the credits rolled. And I was like, no. Fuck you guys. I want more of what you were just teasing.
No, you need to show me like the spots where their huts were still there. Like the
That is what I wanted to say. The way they were all like, oh, we're back on the island. And they were still kind of mad, but then they got over it. I was like, is nobody going to talk about the amount of work although I guess those shacks were never more than shitty shacks.
Bamboo.
They were the same shacks that went up day one.
Yeah.
On the island, and they never
changed. Just replaced when a bamboo rod would break, they just replace it with a new one.
The leaf gets brown, they'd go cut some new leaves down.
It's like the hut of Theseus. It's not the original one.
No single part of that is the one that was there, piece. But is the original hut.
The original hut.
Yes. I know what you're saying. Oh,
on that philosophical note.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we ended it before, but I think that's better.
That's the way it would end it.
Okay. Yeah, guys. Again, Gilligan's Island, good.
Gilligan's Red Ale, fantastic.
Oh, I love you.
It's so good. I want more of it.
It's also
I want
nice
other
and
stuff.
Light.
Yeah.
This is a good, like, you need a day drinking beer. Like you're gonna go out and
hang out, and
like this is what you want.
Barbecue
dude.
beer. You'll be smoking some meats.
Let the other people get the Coors or whatever.
If it's banquet, I was gonna say if it's banquet, I'm okay. But if that light though is.
But
it's like they took everything that was good in a banquet and stripped it.
Let the other people have the Miller Lite, the Coors Light. Let them have
your real friends get the Gilligan's Red, right?
Right, like because it's nice, it's light, but it's got that taste like it's a heavy dark beer, right? Like it's got some flavor to it. This is not like drinking a Budweiser.
No,
like, as we have been on record saying,
I don't like Budweiser.
We Bud Light, right? We drank that for the.
What was that?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's right. That was Bud Light.
Oh, literally a year ago.
Holy
it was like
shit.
how we ended out the last season, I think, dude. We're
doing
almost
this,
there.
We've been doing this for a long time.
We've not talked about numbers at all this season. I'm pretty proud of us because I used to.
Well, we're waiting for that 1,000 subscriber mark.
Well, here's the thing. We've already crossed 150. We didn't even care. We didn't even talk about it. We've been doing this so long. But I do think it is
cruised right past 500. Never even paid attention.
Well, I meant episode numbers, not
episode. Yeah, I was talking about subscribers.
Happened a long time ago. Yeah, we're almost there. But we are. I mainly wanted to talk about episode number because we're getting to the point of the season we need to be talking.
Oh yeah, we're almost done.
So that way everybody knows that we're going to be taking a break soon.
That's right.
Let's give them plenty of opportunity to know that's coming.
Yeah, you're gonna have to suffer for a week without us.
We got a few weeks left to go. This today is episode 49 what we are recording.
Three episodes.
So 3 episodes on that. But what are we drinking next time?
Next time we're gonna do some Piggy Bank Light.
And this is the one where, again, I'm sure a lot of people are like, what? And then you're going to hear me tell you what it is, and you're still going to be like, what? And it's okay, because this is our show.
My show. I can do whatever I want.
So deal with it. And this is the loose end season. We got extra credibility to be loose with it this season. It's almost over, so we're going to use that card as much as we can. So, yes, we're going to be doing Blank Check.
Yeah.
And I promise you there's a piggy bank in the movie.
I swear there is.
And if there isn't, screw you guys. I thought there was, and it was good enough for us while we were in the liquor store.
The can has the little flying pig on it, and that's cool, so fuck you.
It is what it is. Here we are.
Yeah.
We're going to enjoy this. It's going to be fun.
Blank Check next week. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, hit all of those little buttons. Go check out my other show, Kentucky Fried Chronology, where me and my friend Chuck talk about history and drink beer. Shane, you got anything else?
I'm done this time.
All right, we need to get out of here before that storm hits.
It's a 3-hour tour.
No, the compass is broken. Hold on, little buddy.